Hey everyone, Skull902 here. You thought you knew Super Chick Sisters? You don't know nothing. This is New Super Chick Sisters. This is a follow-up to the Flash game, Super Chick Sisters, obviously, the sequel. Once again, we got the plot and the controls. This was released in 2009. And much like the first game, again, I kind of hold the same opinion. It's a competently made one. Before you do anything, this might seem like a difficulty screen, but no. The kid-friendly game will save you from some really fucking disturbing imagery that they put in between the cutscenes for the game. Do not choose the normal game. I'm sorry. Just don't. Uh, Again, 3 playable characters. I chose Chickette for this playthrough because I played as Nugget the last time, and Jesus Christ, look at Ronald McDonald there. He's, that's disturbing. Um, Goddamn. But basically, the plot is Ronald McDonald kidnaps Pamela Anderson, Princess Pam, to use in his unhappy meals. And that's the only time we'll see the Hamburglar. By the way, he gets away. He gets away with kidnapping Princess Pam and mustache ride. Jesus Christ, PETA. Ugh. Oh God. But as you can see, Mario makes a return to once again serve as the butt monkey that everyone hates for absolutely no reason. And I have to correct myself, even though I did in like a text slide last time. I have to correct myself again. It's Paper Mario that they're taking the style from, not fucking Mario Paint. Ugh. Anyway, this game runs a little choppier than the first game. It's not my computer, it's not the Flash player or anything like that, because like it runs the same on the Flash player and the website. I don't know why it gets all choppy like this. There's no reason why, my computer or anything like that should be running this game choppy. So what I'm going to presume is that perhaps they used some old Flash tools, like for the time anyway, because nowadays any Flash tools used to make this game would be fucking ancient. But perhaps they used some outdated tools to make this game. I'm not entirely sure. This game plays mostly the same. It does have this neat new stomp move because this is trying to more so parody New Super Mario Brothers, as you can no doubt tell from the title. So you've got a stomp move, and you also have a wall jump, which I'll demonstrate once in the playthrough. And the only reason why I only demonstrate it once is because like it's never necessary to use in the game, so I don't know why they even put it in there. There's like only one place where you can really use it to gain any height, as far as I'm aware anyway. It's just weird. So yeah, basically Mario's doing the same thing in this game that he was in the last one. He's trying to save Princess Pam, and never seems to make it in time. I wonder if like they were running out of material because they use a lot of fucking mustache jokes when they wrote this game. Mario and Luigi will not fucking shut up about having mustaches for some godforsaken reason. It's weird. Some very unfunny mustache jokes. Something that I realize now. Why the fuck? Like, PETA, you're being a confusing motherfucker to me. Well, just a second. Here's where I demonstrate the wall jump, and this sea kitten costume is like this level is the only place where you can get it. It allows you to swim, and that's basically the gist of it. It allows you to swim, and you look like a sea kitten. But the thing I was questioning earlier is like, PETA's kind of like screwing with my fucking head, and I'll tell you exactly why. Because in the last game, I went on that big rant about who PETA are and what they do, and I had to defend Michigan State for God's sake. I feel so empty and cold inside for doing that. At least they didn't make me defend OSU. But in this one, they're making me defend McDonald's. I hate McDonald's. Most of their menu sucks ass. But here, I have to defend McDonald's from PETA, and it's just awful. Just absolutely awful. So, Mario and Luigi being fucking lazy again. The sea kitten costume makes me think of a story. If you had seen the Penn and Teller episode that I linked, you would know. In addition to all the things that I talked about, PETA's done some crazy things, some outlandish things, like getting celebrities naked to talk about the fur industry or whatever. They've also this is like the thing that I was going on about, or that I was about to go on about, but I keep distracting myself because I'm an idiot. There was a website that some guy made after Miley Cyrus closed her Twitter account back in 2009. It was called Miley Save Fuzzy. And this guy, or this girl, or whoever the fuck was running the fucking website, threatened to eat their cat if Miley didn't return to Twitter. Unfortunately, running the website wasn't illegal, so there wasn't really anything that PETA or any animal rights organizations could do about it, as far as the legal sense is concerned. But I think that they still could have tried to talk to whoever ran the website and try to convince them not to eat their fucking cat if Miley goddamn Cyrus didn't return to Twitter. I kind of blame Miley for this too, because she knew about it. Like, she knew about it and said, yeah, I'm not returning to the website. And the person, it looks like the person reported evidence, or I should say posted evidence, that they, like, killed their cat and ate it. So, like, if Miley knew, that's a bit fucked up. But, in any case, PETA, didn't, like, they didn't make any effort there. I know that they couldn't contact the authorities, because technically running the website wasn't illegal, but what the fuck, that's just so goddamn cruel, You'd think that, being the organization against animal cruelty, just whatever, it's all fucked up and just awful. Jesus Christ, But time to get my mind off of that and onto something else, because in this cutscene here, Mario and Luigi wondering what to do, and they're gonna run into someone, and by God, look at fucking Bowser's face there. Is that what it looks like when he goes back from goes back to normal from being Bowsette? Because that's a joke that won't outdate this video. Does his face just turn ugly when he goes back to normal from that? Is that the effect of the mushroom crown or whatever the fuck it's called? Look at that shit. And they drew a much better Bowser face at the end of the first game with Colonel Sanders' fucking Bowser mask or whatever. It's just weird. And also, we can see that in this universe, Bowser jerks off to Pamela Anderson movies, apparently. He's got a very Borat-like obsession with her. Not outdating this video at all with these fucking Bowser-related jokes. But, yeah, just, like, what the fuck? Another thing, since this is McDonald's, they've replaced the Colonel Spiders. I love the name for that. It's not an official name as far as I know, but whatever. I like calling the enemies from the first game the Colonel Spiders. With these burgers here, there are friendly burgers like that one, the fucking veggie burger, but the normal cheeseburgers, they are enemies. And there are also these big ones that, as you can see in a later bit, you can't normally jump on. You have to stomp on those ones. I find that weird, because, if they were going to have anthropomorphic cheeseburgers, you'd think that PETA would want to make them seem sympathetic, because, after all, it is, like, the innocent cows and whatnot that are being horrifically slaughtered or whatever, to make these cheeseburgers. So why are they evil? Why are they evil, PETA? Are you cowsist? Are you cowsist, PETA? Do you hate cows? Is that your problem? Wow. Who thought that PETA, the animal rights organization, would be so hypocritical? here's the one here that, yeah, like, they get all angry and shit if you just bounce on them normally. So you gotta use the stomp. I guess I can use this moment to explain the climbing mechanics. In the first game, when you climbed up a rope or a chain or whatever, and you reached the end, the Chick Sisters would jump when they got off. But up isn't the jump button anymore; it's the space bar. And you use the pound, like you jump and press down in midair, and that's how you use the ground pound attack. Fairly simple, but I felt like explaining it anyway because, you know, I often find that I have a tough time talking during my LPs, so whatever, fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said that. But, you know, so they changed that, and another thing is, another change, I should say, is that they gave the Chick Sisters mustaches, even though they're chickens, and girl chickens on top of that. That's a bit weird. Girl chickens with mustaches. Wow. There's a hazard here, the fries. McDonald's fries can harm you, and it's not just because of their lack of nutritional content. They're like spikes. That's something I felt like I should mention, because in the gravity level, you know, a couple levels ago, there's like this one particular set of fries that I just don't seem to notice, and it kind of pisses me off. But this game's actually easier than the first one, I find. So it's not too big of a deal, to be perfectly honest. But, like you see there, I suppose I was being like kind of a dumbass, but I didn't really notice in time and all that, and just bleh. This little tube here that I go inside of, that's where I could have used the wall jump, but I wasn't thinking because I don't use the wall jump because, like, again, it's kind of useless in this game. And I can get to where I need to go and get all the goodies and shit offered by this path just by going up this chain. It's perfectly fine. Again, like, you know, the wall jump is certainly a mechanic in the new Super Mario games, but I don't see why they put it in here if they weren't going to use it all that often. So, after we get rid of these cheeseburgers that PETA is cowsist against. I love that word, cowsist. We go in here, and much like the last game, there's only 5 levels, so we've reached the boss room, ladies and gentlemen. All you gotta do is you gotta break through this block here, and then here comes Ronald McMotherfucking-Donald. And the strategy for this one, like, you gotta stand on like the very edge of these strips of land here, so that Ronald will like overshoot his jump, and then he tries to ground pound you with his what is that called? The McShackler, I think, or the shack. I'm not sure, but he tries to crush you with his machine and use the spikes to poke through your body and shit. You know. It's bad stuff. You don't want that to happen to you, but as long as you stay on the edges here, he'll overshoot, and that gives you room to move to the next place. And he's easy enough to jump on. And like Colonel Sanders, he takes 4 hits. You know, it's really not too much of a problem, to be perfectly honest. You know, we're already on the last hit. And like Colonel Sanders, he doesn't change his strategy either, so, you know, perfectly easy to get rid of Ronald and his tyranny. So, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Beat the game, save Princess Pam once more, and things are hunky-dory. Mario and Luigi once again have been unable to save Princess Pam before the Chick Sisters, making them look like complete and total morons, incompetent fools, and whatnot. So, yeah, poor Mario, poor Luigi. Poor Mario's third arm that he's growing out of his chest. Look at that. That's fucked up looking. Like, seriously. Though, like, Bowser, I would totally play Luigi Paint. If you're paying attention to the text there, I would totally play Luigi Paint. We need more Luigi games. But yeah, even Bowser and Luigi at the end turn on Mario. Like, what the fuck did Mario ever do, man? God damn it. I know that we need more Luigi games, but that's not Mario's fault. It's all Miyamoto. Complain to him. Complain to him that there's not enough Luigi games or Bowser games or Peach games or anything like that. So we get another code to play as Pamela Anderson. We'll be seeing that again later. Once again, it tries to connect to a high score server that's not there anymore, so the game just stalls. So here's the first extra. This is Nugget's gameplay. And once again, it's just like the first game, where there's no real gameplay differences. This is just a skin. Basically, whoever you prefer the way that they look. uh, Hey everyone, sorry about the missing chunk of commentary. My microphone was picking up a lot of really loud background noise and all that. I was just rambling anyway, so it's not really all that important. So yeah. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but the game plays the same basically. Jesus, I'm so rambly and stupid, but with the code Pam versus McCruelty, you can play as Pamela Anderson, and I didn't bother getting the nugget box because, stuff. Once again, I decided to show off the end of the level with Pamela Anderson, and this was to demonstrate that, unlike in the last game, she doesn't get her own specialized cutscenes. It's just level to level to level. But, again, she doesn't play any differently. Plays exactly the same. You get the nugget box to grow big and all that nice fancy stuff, has all the same moves and whatever. So that was the Super Chick Sisters series. I'm not doing PETA's third Mario parody. That's just too much for me. It's not Super Chick Sisters or anything like that, so I'm going to leave you now. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.